The Ford GT40 story is a tale of rivalry, innovation, and triumph in motorsport. It all started in the early 1960s when Henry Ford II aimed to bring American prowess to the world of high-speed endurance racing and specifically to the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans. Ford's attempt to purchase Ferrari in 1963 became the catalyst for what would eventually lead to one of the most iconic American racing cars ever built, the GT40. National 1. Rivalry ignites. Ford and Ferrari. Ford wanted to solidify its presence in the high-performance segment, and buying Ferrari, a legendary racing company with multiple Le Mans wins, seemed like a perfect move. After extensive negotiations, Ferrari abruptly cancelled the deal, opting to remain independent. Henry Ford II felt snubbed and declared a new mission. Ford would build a car that would beat Ferrari on their own turf at Le Mans. 2. The birth of the GT40. To challenge Ferrari, Ford set up an elite team of engineers and designers. They also partnered with Lola Cars, a British racing company, to help develop a high-performance chassis. The result was the prototype GT40, with GT standing for Grand Touring, and 40 signifying its height of just 40 inches off the ground. However, the early models, powered by a small block 4.2-litre V8, had reliability issues and failed to finish the 1964 Le Mans. 3. Carroll Shelby and the GT40 Mach 2. In 1965, Ford turned to Carroll Shelby, a seasoned racer and former Le Mans winner. Shelby and his team re-engineered the GT40 into the Mach 2, which featured a massive 7.0-litre V8 engine, drastically enhancing the car's performance and reliability. In 1966, Ford was finally ready to take on Ferrari with its new, powerful GT40 Mach 2. 4. The 1966 Le Mans victory. In the famous 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans, Ford entered 8 GT40s in a relentless campaign against Ferrari. After 24 hours of grueling racing, Ford secured a dramatic 1-2-3 finish. Bruce McLaren and Chris Amon were officially declared winners after a controversial staged finish, marking the first American manufacturer to win at Le Mans and putting Ferrari firmly in its rear-view mirror. 5. Dominance in the late 1960s. Ford's GT40 continued its dominance in 1967, 1968 and 1969, winning Le Mans 4 years in a row. The GT40 Mach 4, introduced in 1967, was the first race car built and designed entirely in the United States and achieved the fastest lap and highest top speed in Le Mans history at the time. By the end of the 1969 race season, Ford had proven itself on the world stage and the GT40's legacy was cemented. 6. The return of the GT. In the early 2000s, Ford revived the GT40's legacy with the introduction of the Ford GT, an homage to the original car, but with updated technology and engineering. It was followed by another generation of the GT in 2016, which went on to win its class at the 24 Hours of Le Mans that same year, commemorating the GT40's 50th anniversary win in 1966. The Ford GT40 story is legendary in motorsport, a testament to American engineering, a response to an Italian slight, and an unforgettable saga of victory on the world stage. It remains one of the most iconic race cars in history, symbolizing innovation, power, and the spirit of competition.